Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I've got a fun little project for us to do today. Now I'm going to show you how to make this little cork board. Now it's a really lovely addition to any of your journals because obviously you can pop on whatever you like, which will go with any theme journal. Now the paper that I'm using, which is this one, which is a lovely cork textured paper. It's a digital, free digital. Now this one came in my October newsletter. Now if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, I've got links down below. You won't, if you sign up now, you won't get any past newsletters, but you will get from November onwards. And all of you that said that you didn't receive it, do check in your spam. And I know some of you do have more than one email address, so make sure you've checked all your email addresses as well, so that it should be in one of them somewhere. But this is what we're using now. This is also because you're not going to be able to get this now. So what I've done, I popped this sheet into my Ko-fi shop. So this is free for everybody. So if you pop over there now, you can print this off and you can craft along with me. So it's all free in there. So lovely. So it's just an A4, it's just on an A4 sheet, and it's a fabulous cork texture. I was telling you about cork in the newsletter, how it comes from cork trees here in Portugal, so I thought I would make something with it. And this is what I'm making, and I just love it. I think it just looks like a lovely little cork board. Now I'm going to pop it into my paper bag journal, my favourite little journal at the moment. And look at that, I just think that looks fab, doesn't it? Again, any design, you can put it into any journal, because again, these you can just add anything that you like, anything. You can even put it in, if you're doing a Halloween journal at the moment, you could just pop little Halloweeny bits on top of there. But don't you think that looks fabulous? I love it. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to pop this one probably into that journal. What I have done, I've cut a piece which will fit. Now again, you do it whatever size that you want to do it. If you just want to do a small one, do a small one, but I've just measured it so it's the same size as my page. Okay, so simple, just very easy, but I just think it's so cute. And the little bits that I've put around the edge, now again, these are optional, it's up to you. I've just cut this is a centimetre, or I think it's 3/8 of an inch, the width across there. So, and I've just inked the edge. So all I'm going to do is stick it round the outside like that, and then I'm just going to sort of trim it off. So it gives you sort of like that cork board edging. Now let me just get a piece of paper. I'm just going to glue these on. So this is just a lovely little fun one. And again, it will go, if you're doing a nature's notes journal, this is perfect, isn't it? I think it works really, really well. So let's just go down the edge like that. Oopsie daisy. Just squash it in. Make sure you're level. I've inked the inside bit, but I haven't inked the outside. I'll do that in a minute. Let's just snip that piece off. And we'll pop the piece down this side. Oops. Just gluing it on, just with a little bit of a glue stick. But again, use any glue, whatever you've got. Like that. Pop that in. Now you will need some paper clips for this as well, to use. So, but it's quite a simple one to do, because it's just a few little bits and pieces that we need. Now let's just pop this on. Let's make sure we go around the right way. Pop that on there. So I'm going to roughly chop that off here, just so it's a little bit longer. Glue that down. I'm trying to catch up on my videos because I've had, as you know, I've been away, and it's taken me a little while to get back into it, because our cooker's broken, or our oven, so that needs replacing. And sure, you find one thing and there's like a million other things that need doing. So that's what's been taking up some time. But this weekend I thought I would just come in here, do a little bit of crafting, and see what we can come up with. Get a few videos done like that. Oopsie daisy. I'm going to pop that to the side because it's a bit sticky. Let's stick this one on. There we go. Look at that. So that looks like your edge. Now the paper that I used was out of my grungy backing papers. So, oops, I'm going to sticky bits. But again, use anything. You can use whatever you like. If you've got little bits of wood, you could pop on there. Little bits of like thin, it's like balsa wood, isn't it, that you could use that's really light. You could use something like that, or wood paper, or whatever you got, or don't even bother. You don't need to. But I just think it looks really nice. And then inking up the edges just again finishes it off. Just takes away that little white edge on your paper. So let's just go round there. Which, lovely. Doesn't that look good? Little cork board. So let's pop the lid on there. Now what we're going to do, I've got some paper clips. Now, oops, I've got sticky fingers. The piece that I'm going to use on the paper clip is the inside bit, but I'm not cutting them off or anything. What I'm going to do, where is my other one? Here. If you can see, this is the back. Now, it doesn't look very tidy, but we're not going to see that bit anyway. So all we want to do is see this little bit in the front. So what I've done, I've just popped little slits in the paper, and we're going to just push that piece through. So I'm going to show you, because it's easier obviously to show you. So I'm just going to get my cutting mat. I've got my nice big knife, and I'm just going to, what I did before is I did it on the back, but I'm going to show you on the front. I think is probably easier. So it depends where you want your little piece that you're going to stick through. So I'm just going to do just a tiny little slit there. Now they don't have to be in line with each other. So I'm going to put another one there. What should we have? Should we have one in there? I think 5 is about sort of right, isn't it? But again, you can put as many in as you like. So I have one just a little bit further up there. So you just want to make just a hole big enough for your paper clip to go through. So if we turn over, can you see I've got the little slits there. So all I'm doing, I'm pushing the tiny bit through. Can you see? And that's the bit. You don't want to go right up, just so it's not quite up to the little bit that here, that little end bit there. Let's do that with all of them. And then what I've done, I've just popped a little bit of tape over it, just to hold them in place. So you need 5 paper clips. So it depends, you can make a couple of these obviously, and it depends how big a piece of paper or little note or something you want to pop onto the other side. So that one goes on there. These paper clips, and I just measure them for you. They are, that's 1 1/4 inches, or we've got about 3 centimeters. And again, you can get smaller ones, but by putting that little bit in there, you haven't got this great big paper clip showing on the other side. I'm just going to push that down just a little bit more, just they're even. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see that. Make sure they're level, which I love. I think it looks so good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to level them up a little bit, get a little bit of tape. So you can use sticky tape, sellotape, you can use anything to stick on the back. Doesn't really matter. I'm just using this craft tape because I've got it here. Just take a piece off. Then you're not going to see the back, so don't worry about how tidy it's going to be. Stick these on just so that they don't move. you can also stick this to your page as well, so you won't see them anyway. Stick that bit down, one more little bit. Let's just put that giant piece on there. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. So we got 5 little clippy in bits. So let's put my tape over there. Now, what I did on this one, hopefully you can see, I've got like a little self-adhesive, like a little stud thing, which I've used before, which are like this, which are lovely. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it just at the top of the paper clip. Now I'm going to just actually try and stick this little down, just stick it to the piece of tape, so you don't have that little line coming down there. There we go. Not that it really matters, but it just tidies it up a little bit. Now, what shall I use? Shall I just use my little pokey tool? Or I might be able to just use my fingers. I'm going to just pop that at the top of the paper clip. Can you see? I'll do a close-up of this at the end, just so that you can see. But you can use any little self-adhesive thing, or you don't even have to use one. But I think it just sort of like finishes it off really, really nicely. Now, you can get all these little bits in your local shops. You can get them on Amazon. Oops, it won't come off my finger. You can get them in everywhere, really. Or if you've got some of like the little, where are they called, these ones? These are like the little crystal drops. You could pop like a little drop of something like that if you've got silver on there. Okay, I just think it looks like little tiny sort of clips on there, doesn't it? So they look like you've sort of like stuck them into the cork board. So love it. Look at that. Now I do have I got some of my little words in here? This is my little ideas box, which I put all my little things in boxes like this, so I don't get lost. I'm trying to sort of tidy anyway. So I'm going to pop that on there, which just says monthly. These are just from my words and phrases. So you can put whatever you like on there, obviously. Reminders, what did I put? Yeah, I put reminder. I put reminder on this one. I'm just going to pop my monthly on this one. I'm going to pop a tiny little bit of this. Not too much, because if I want to change it, I'm going to pop it to in an angle. Then I can just take that off. And I'm going to pop another one of these, just so it looks like I've pinned it onto there. Like that. Oh, should we take this out from underneath? I think that looks great. Oops. Gosh, I need more room on my desk. Okay, guys, so then all I've got some of these little bits. Now, these are from my black and white ephemera embellishment bits. I've got some postcards, and I've got some of this, which is just some of my coffee stain card, which I have. I think they do come like this. I got them from the stationery shop, and I just think they look like little stick-it notes as well, don't they? So if you just sort of like push these in, let's show you around, and it goes this way. I just think they look great. Little ones, we have one up there, and we've got a little one for the middle. Oh, they fit really well, don't they? And then I've got postcard, pop a little postcard on there. I've got some of my little ephemera bits. There's a little lady there, she can go up there. So again, you can just embellish it however your sort of journal is, can't you? You don't have to fill everyone up, but doesn't that look fab? I just think they look great. Now I'm going to pop this one to the side, because I'm going to just actually stick this one into here. I'm going to just stick that like that. Should I stick it on that page? Yeah, we're pretty random. We're pretty random in this book anyway. Make sure these are stuck down. So this is a really quick project. So don't forget, pop over to Ko-fi. I will pop a link down below. So this will be in there. Now this is free for everybody to download, so you can all give this a go. And I just think it's just a fab little project, isn't it? Let's just stick. You can stick this down with double-sided tape, whatever your sticky preference is. Let's just stick that one here. Oops. Pop that down and stick that down. Just like that. Fabulous. I have so many journals that I want to do. But I think this would go in Nature's Notes really, really well. Look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I just love it. So I've got a spare one here, which I can pop into another one, can't I? But don't you think they look lovely? So let's pop that there. So there we go, guys. So don't forget, pop over to Ko-fi, print this off, give it a go. Now, remember, if you want to sign up for the newsletter for November's, the link will be down below. And please do check your spam and any other email addresses you got for your October one if you didn't receive it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.